Okay.
10 years ago, I interviewed one of the most exciting young players the NHL had ever seen.
These are really hard questions. You ready?
How many questions?
A lot.
2 page?
No, my friend.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yep.
Jesus.
Yep.
Okay, take one, Mark.
Now, a decade later,
Good? Everyone feel good? We start?
Alexandra Ovechkin is still arguably the biggest star in hockey.
All right. So you and I sat across from each other in these chairs 10 years ago, and I haven't changed at all. What about you?
Same.
I see a little gray hair there.
Yeah, it's all about it. It's all,
That's
this
the
is
only
different,
difference.
yeah.
You go, boys. Go.
Ovechkin pulls the trigger. He scores!
Ovechkin's eye candy.
Slap shot, he scores!
When he's on the ice, you can't look away.
Ovechkin right up the gut. He scores!
You still see that enthusiasm.
And you
When we first met him as a 23-year-old, he was hockey's up-and-coming rock star. Driving fast cars.
Here we go.
All right, so here we go. How fast can the car go?
I drive 180 one time when we go to
You've already
airport.
driven 180 in this car?
Yeah.
And turning the rink into a party. Something that put him at odds with the hockey establishment.
He was acting like an idiot, jumping around. I tried to tell him, don't do it.
Old people, you know, like, they like when people show some energy, some emotions.
Right.
So they're like robots. You can go like this. You have to skate like this. Don't celebration when you score goal.
But now, at 34, much for Ovechkin has changed. He's now a husband and a father.
You want to make sure everyone knows this is not your car.
Yeah, it's not my car, it's my wife's
It's your
car.
wife's car. But it does have a car seat in it.
Yeah.
And the critics who once questioned his commitment to winning are now largely silent.
By the time he is finished, I would be shocked if he's not considered one of the best 10 players in the history of the sport.
Let's go.
All right.
Spend some time walking through Alex Ovechkin's Virginia home, and you'll bear witness to greatness.
This is my first year stick.
Wow.
600 goal glass. Oh, it's this one. This is 1,000 point.
Oh, just 1,000 points.
Yeah.
Ovechkin cruising on in. Toe drag. Score! 1,000 points!
Leading the league in scoring 8 seasons. No one has ever done that before. Not Bobby Hull, not Phil Esposito, not Wayne Gretzky. How does it feel to hear your name above all of those guys?
It feels great. You know, it's, how I said, without hard work, without great teammates, I would never done it.
Ovechkin pulls the trigger. He scores!
Now in the 12th year of a 13-year contract, paying him $10 million per season, Ovechkin has built his marquee on goals. Lots of goals. Many from his office at the left point.
Ovechkin is
And no one has scored more goals in as spectacular a fashion.
Hammerling can't get there. What a move by Ovechkin. What Hammerling. In comes Ovechkin. In front. What a goal by Alexandra Ovechkin. Unstoppable.
How many Stanley Cups do you think that you can win?
Well, first of all, I have to win one. And this is my biggest dream right now.
But that dream would continue to elude him. In his first 9 playoff appearances, Ovechkin and the Caps were eliminated in either the first or second round. losing 3 times to the New York Rangers and, most memorably, 3 times to arch-rival Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins.
The Capitals just can't seem to get it done.
It was hard years when we were losing. We tried to find who's the problem, what's the problem is. Sometimes you think like maybe it's one player, maybe it's a couple of players.
Did you ever think maybe it's me?
I don't know. I never felt like maybe it's me. Maybe the Capitals should trade me and they get a couple of pieces what they're missing. But you know, how I said, destiny.
Steps around Orlov, moves in, he shoots, scores! And the Blue Jackets take game 1!
In 2018, Ovechkin and the Caps seemed destined for more playoff heartbreak, losing their first 2 games at home to Columbus. Then, led by their captain, they caught fire, winning 4 straight and setting up a second-round matchup against their old nemesis, the 2-time defending champion Penguins.
These were 2 of the best teams in the league. The only way for Washington to go deep was to get through Pittsburgh.
That series was tough. You know, we dominated them in the first 2 games, then they came back.
But the Capitals would take a 3-2 series lead into Game 6, 1-1, in overtime.
It is Ovechkin moving back. He gives it on to Kuznetsov, moving on in.
And he scores! He scores! The Demons have been exercised! Good night, Pittsburgh!
It was huge. You know, it's kind of relief. Mentally, it was very important for us to get a win.
For Ovechkin, it was a defining moment. And after a tense 7-game series in the Eastern Conference Finals against Tampa, his Stanley Cup dream was finally within reach.
We want the cup! We want the cup! The Capitals can win the Stanley Cup tonight.
Work for each other, boys, huh?
Ovechkin scores!
So what did it feel like for you in that final game? The clock's still going down, and you know.
Yeah, I think the last 2 minutes was the longest minutes of my life. You don't want to make any mistake, so you try to play safe as you can and don't give them anything.
0.6 seconds left.
My hair gets so gray because you're nervous and you get excited.
Eller for the draw! And as the puck drops, the words that DC fans have been waiting to hear, the Washington Capitals are the 2018 Stanley Cup champions!
Alex Ovechkin, it's your honor.
What do you remember from those moments on the ice, carrying the cup around?
Tough memories because it's erased. Because I was so excited, you know, I can't remember basically nothing.
You like black out?
Yeah, just black out. But when you watch the video, when you watch the highlights, I never watched the game yet.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
Because I don't know. Maybe one day, but that game was probably the biggest game in my life.
You did have people along the way, the old guard hockey, saying, oh yeah, he's flashy, he's good, he scores goals, but he's not a winner. Did winning the cup, do you think, quieted all of those people too?
Yeah, of course. You know, it's the people talking. Did they win championship? No. So they're just talking. So you don't have to listen to them.
It was the first championship for the city of Washington, D.C. in 27 years.
We're the Stanley Cup champions! Yeah!
And for Ovi, it was a party 10 years in the making.
How would you celebrate if you won the Stanley Cup?
If I win Stanley Cup, we're gonna see.
Is it going to be pretty good?
Oh yeah.
From Stanley Cup keg stands to swimming in public fountains, Ovi celebrated the way only he could.
It was great. It was a fun time. It was tremendous time with the team, with the family, with the fans. We went together and we celebrate together. 100 people was around, and we was right in the middle of the party.
How much alcohol do you think you drank in that 3 weeks after?
I don't drink alcohol at all. Yeah, I drink water.
Flavored water.
Yeah.
Can we come back in 10 more years? Do another check-in?
Sure. I hope I'm going to be in a good shape, and we'll see.
A little more gray hair maybe then.
Maybe.
Just you, though.
Yeah, okay.